Hey everyone, I'm Matt from Walker Armory. Very recently, Walmart has started carrying a 12 gauge break action shotgun. They offer these in the 410, the 20, and the 12 gauge. So we went ahead and picked up the 12 gauge break action shotgun from Hatfield for $99. We're going to go ahead and show you all our first time shooting it and give you our first impressions on it. Let's get to it.
No, I did. Keep forgetting about the trigger. Heavy. Alright. Pull.
Alright, let's talk about some of the good and the bad experiences that I've had so far with the Hatfield 12 gauge shotgun so far. Now, for the good, it's $99. It's hard to go wrong with a $100 shotgun. It's possible, but it's hard. So first off, it's very cheap. I like that. Second off, it's a break action shotgun. I wanted a single shot 12 gauge shotgun. Eventually I want to buy some gun adapters, put in here and shoot some different calibers through that, and the single action shotgun is good for that. Now another interesting thing you might have noticed as we were shooting it, when you release the action like this, it doesn't throw the shells behind you. It just lifts them up, you pull them out. So for the gun adapters, that will also work very well. And when you're in the field and you don't want to look 12 feet behind you for your shell, it's right here. I'm going to take it out and stuff in my bag, so I'm not going to leave extra random shells on the ground that I can't find. So those are some good things. I also like the fact that it has the vented rib all the way down the barrel. It's a 28-inch barrel. It looks okay. I actually don't mind the finish, and it's got some nice wood furniture. The finish on the receiver and the barrel aren't great, but they're not bad. It was a little bit spottier in the store, but once I put a coat of gun oil on it, it shined up rather nicely, and I wasn't really disappointed. Now, some of the bad. I went to 3 different Walmarts to find this shotgun. The first one that I found, I liked it. I was getting ready to buy it. I had filled out the 4473, gotten almost all the way through it, and then I looked over and I noticed that the side of the stock right here had a crack down it, about 2 inches long. So I rejected that one. I said, whoa, hold on, let's time out. Let's find another one. They had another one in stock, so they went to the back, grabbed that one, brought it out, and the wood on that one looked okay. But the receiver was a little bit tighter. There was some machine marks and unfinished places here on the front of the receiver, and it just wasn't up to par for me for buying a new gun. So I rejected both of those. I said thanks but no thanks, I'll try again. I went to a second Walmart. That Walmart, I looked at their logbook, it showed them in stock. I asked the guy to go to the back and grab them for me because they didn't have them on display. he came back with, I think, 3 or 4 different of the Hatfield semi-auto shotguns, which was not what I was looking for. He didn't really have a clue what he was talking about. Was apparently not able to locate the guns that they said they had in stock. He kept telling me they don't have them. Something's wrong. I don't know. But their logbook showed them in. They said they were out. I don't know what was going on. I said, fine, I'll go to another Walmart. So eventually I landed up at my 3rd Walmart to go to look for one of these. And found this one. It was in good condition. The receiver's good. The fit is good. The wood was good. So I said, okay, let's go ahead and grab it. So that's one of the bad. You may have to take a look at it and look over the receiver. Look over the wood. Look over the finish. Again, it's a $100 shotgun, so don't expect superior quality. However, also don't want to buy a cheap-looking shotgun, or rather a broken shotgun, brand new out of the box. So it did take a little bit for me to find this one. Some of the other bad, you will notice right out of the box, is that this trigger, or the hammer rather, is very difficult to pull back. But even worse is this trigger is an insanely heavy trigger. There is no need for a trigger to be that heavy. I don't know why they did that, but it is an incredibly strong trigger pull. Probably more than I felt on anything else before with a trigger. Emily was even shooting it a couple times and never was able to break the shot because she didn't have the strength, a strong enough grip basically to pull that trigger when she wanted to, or she thought the safety was on. It was a weird, like I said, it's a very heavy trigger. So there is that. Let's see, what else was unusual about it? The other thing that I don't like is it's a single action shotgun, and it kicks like a single action shotgun. This 12-gauge shotgun, there is no padding on this buttstock. It's hard plastic, and we put about 150 rounds through it this afternoon, and I feel like I put 150 rounds through it. Like I said, it's a break action shotgun. All of that energy is coming straight back into your shoulder. There's nothing to absorb it. It kicks really hard, like expected, you know. That's not really a negative, I guess, because it's like I expected it, but there's also no rubber butt pad. I'll probably be buying a limb saver or some other type of recoil pad to slide over there to help cushion just a little bit, because it does start to wear you out after a while. The other bad thing that I really did not like about it is the top of this stock here sits very high compared to my Remingtons or the H&R Pardner single shot that I have. This stock sits up very high, and what happens is when I'm coming up for a shot, I'm looking above the barrel. I cannot get my face down far enough onto the stock to get a really good sight picture. So that was a little bit of an issue to me today. I need to figure out where I'm shooting, because my hold is definitely going to be different shooting this gun rather than something where I'm able to look straight down the barrel. It did make it very difficult, and even worse is now I'm burying my face so hard down into the stock and trying to press down so hard to get my eyes to line up down that barrel or down the top of this rail that my cheek is pressed so hard in that stock when it does go off. I've now got a lot of that energy going straight in my face and definitely right into my cheekbone. So that's not incredibly comfortable either. Another thing that I'm not crazy about, just because it's a single action, you wouldn't think that you need one, at least any of the H&Rs or any of the other single shots I've ever had, but it does have a safety on it. So that's a little unusual, I guess. The thing that's weird about it is it doesn't, the gun is on safe right now, while it is up. It does not prevent the hammer from falling, it just puts a block in place from the firing pin, between the hammer and the firing pin, versus the firing, and it lets that hammer fall all the way forward. So that's just a little bit unusual. I don't really see a need for it. It's not a negative. I just don't see a positive for that. You also have a fixed choke barrel. It's a modified choke, but it is not removable. It's just the end of the barrel. That's the size it is. So you're not able to change anything on that. But overall, like I said, it's a $100 shotgun. It's really hard to go wrong with it. And the other thing that I thought was really cool about it, you know, at the end is it does, you know, most single shot shotguns fold down to about there, but this one folds all the way in half. So I thought that was kind of cool. It was kind of strange manipulating it from inside the shooter's box without banging the barrel on the end of the steel. But I kind of like the fact that it folds up this compact, and you might be able to fit it in a pack even, or under a seat somewhere. But it does fold down a little bit more and more compact than a lot of other shotguns. So that was kind of cool. That's a big reason that I bought it. Weight-wise, it's about a pound heavier than my single-action 20 gauge. It's about a pound lighter than my Remington 1100. But overall, like I said, it's hard to go wrong with a $100 shotgun. So for that price point, I can live with that. Like I said, I'll probably put a shock pad on the end. I might try and find some raised sights that I can put on this rib just to bring that sight picture up, so I don't have to push my cheek so far down onto the rib to shoot it. Just to make it a little bit more comfortable and pleasant gun to shoot. But overall, we had a lot of fun, and like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and just a quick first look at the Hatfield break action shotgun. You guys stay safe. We'll see you next time.